Arlynn Kurtz. I'm from Stockholm, Saskatchewan. My wife and I farmed there till we retired in 2014. I was on RM Council from about 97 on. The late 90s, agriculture really went into the tank, and there was a lot of highway rallies going on. I never did participate in a highway rally. I didn't believe in them. I did get involved with the sit-in at the legislature and ended up in Ottawa doing some lobbying back in, I guess that was 99. And when I was in Ottawa lobbying, I really found out the importance of being prepared and having a formal organization respected behind you. When I got back to Saskatchewan, it was the annual meeting of Saskatchewan Association of Rural Municipalities, and it was at that time that a resolution came on the floor to start a general farm organization at arm's length from SARM, because SARM being a government, they could not become a member of the Canadian Federation of Agriculture and would not be included in a lot of committees, government meetings in Ottawa or provincially even. And when this resolution came forward, it passed, and already in Langenburg area there was a steering committee started of about, I think they called themselves the original 6 or 7, and they took and invited me to join them, and that was where I started getting involved with it, and ended up on the steering committee. I was vice chair on the steering committee, and from there on it's sort of history as to the formation in 2000 of APAS. We were at the ledge, and we were there for at least a week. Then they asked my wife and I to go to Ottawa. So we went, and when we were in Ottawa, they used a bomb scare to get everybody out of the legislature. And that's how they got him out. I believe it was Sunday night. They were lucky I wasn't there, because I wouldn't have left, because I knew it was a hoax. But I did not believe in frustrating the public by highway demonstrations and parades and stuff. The problem was the government, so let's get to the government and go to the legislature and lobby there. We had some very good office people helped us in Ottawa when we went and wanted to talk to MPs and members of the opposition, and we fairly quickly got informed, like, you could come in with a sheet of paper that long and they say useless. If you're lucky, they'll read 10 points. And that really got me thinking of, well, we don't have anybody to help us get that kind of material ready to do lobbying and present our cases. And when I came back and I heard that Saskatchewan was in the process of this, and being the only province that didn't have a general farm organization, it was time that we had one. Prior to that, we had the wheat pool that did this for farmers, but when they were sold publicly and traded on the stock exchange, they could no longer sit at Canadian Federation of Agriculture as they had done up to that point. Interesting enough, the president of SARM at the time that resolution passed was Sinclair Harrison, and in the Western Producer he made the statement. He said, SARM tried to fill a void for farmers until something better comes along. I resigned from the board 2 years ago maybe, and in that period of time there was only 1 year I wasn't on the board, and I served 6 years as vice president. I was there a long time. See, farming is changed now from what it used to be. You talk to any farmer, most of the farms are getting bigger and bigger. So how involved and how much time do they have to become involved in the policy making of farm programs? So you need a respected general farm organization that deals with all commodities to lobby to governments and to have the research people and the policy people behind them to go forward and present ideas. It's one thing to go to the government and whine and complain. It's another thing to go and say, look, this program has a problem because of, and here's what you need to do to fix it. They will listen to you. But if you're there and just whining and complaining, you're a broken record. They write you off. APAS had some struggles in the past. They had some really difficult years. And talking to other organizations, they said that is commonplace. Excuse me, you will go through that period of time where you're going to struggle. We've come through that. We are strong. We're back as strong as we ever were.
It's safe to say that without your work and the work of the other founders, we wouldn't be where we are today. So thank you for all of your service and work and efforts.
Thank you.